So you probably don't know this, and probably wish you wouldn't after we're going to be done with this, but I got to put you on the spot here. This place has one of the best open mics I've ever seen, both on Tuesdays and Sundays. An incredibly welcoming crowd. All of the musicians who are coming up here to play after we're done here are people who I've met through the open mic scene. Wow. At this spot right here at the Dovetail.
This is a great crowd of people, it really is. You guys are just, you know, I feel like, you know, this feels like a little living room and like I've known all you guys. You know, it's really nice.
That's probably because every time I come here, I sing one of your songs. And I would kick myself in the ass every day for the rest of my life if I didn't make you do this with me right now. But I'm gonna do Crawl Before You Walk, and at least make Melvin sit here for this because this guy.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna listen. I gotta hear this.
Yeah, he's gonna run out the door as fast as he can once he hears this. But I want you guys to know, and I want to say this in front of Melvin, in front of a crowd, this guy has been a huge inspiration to me for years and years. He just never stops being creative, never gives up, and I love the man. So give him a round of applause. And we're not going to do we're not even going to play with the chords that are on the song, because this song is such a strong tune that we just do it with 2 chords. Every time I come up here, I always get a guitar player to play 2 chords. That's all you need. This is Mike Galbraith, one of my really good buddies. Give Mike a hand. He'll be up here doing his own stuff in a second. And I'm shaking because I'm so nervous doing this in front of Mel, but I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Do it!
He does a great job. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, could you move that mic?
Yep. I'm gonna try this, Mel. I'm gonna try it.
Go right ahead.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
But one time I had a little girl who I loved just when I wanted to. Now one time I stayed away too long. Let me tell you what she put me through. She wouldn't answer her telephone. I'd ring a bell and she'd say she wasn't home. I'd ask my baby what I had to do to get some loving from you. She said, you got to crawl before you walk back into these arms of mine.
Yeah. You got to crawl before you walk back in these arms of mine. Oh, I tried everything to keep my pride. People, I got weaker as the days went by. I need her love much more than I knew. So I begged for forgiveness and asked her what I had to do. She said, crawl before you walk
Back into these arms of mine. What'd you say, Mel?
Crawl before you walk back in these arms of mine.
But you know, man, now my pride was much too strong. I couldn't get down on my knees to say that I was wrong.
Well,
I couldn't just go out and stay on the street. But every time I'd ask, she'd just repeat, you got to crawl
before you walk back in these arms of mine. She said you got to crawl before you walk back in these arms of mine. I tried everything to keep my pride. But people, I got weaker as the days went by. I asked her, baby, what do I have to do? She said, break down!
Now check this out. One of Melvin's good friends, General Johnson from Chairman of the Board, also on the same label that released this record, Holland-Dozier-Holland, you know? General Johnson, he might have gone and said this to his baby. He might have said, baby, come on. He might say, give me just a little more time, and our love will surely grow. General might say, baby, give me just a little more time. But she said, hell no. She said, you got to crawl before you walk back in these arms.
You got to crawl before you walk back in these arms. arms of mine.
Now, I did have a little bit too much pride, right? I had to look around and make sure that nobody was checking me out, because I do have too much pride for this. Melvin, you couldn't be watching me, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't. You couldn't be watching me. But I broke down on my left knee. And I kind of looked around to make sure Mel wasn't checking me out, because I do have too much pride, you know what I'm saying? And I broke down on my right knee. You guys know what I did? Come on. 1, 2, 3. I crawled this
Back in my baby's arms. Yes, I did. I crawled like a baby. Back in my baby's arms.
Melvin Davis, guys. Melvin Davis.
That was great, guys. I really have enjoyed this. Thank you so much. Drew Schultz. You know, this guy lets you know that the future of the music industry in Detroit is alive and well when we have young guys like this that are going to come up and just keep it going. Encourage him and keep it up, Drew. Keep it up. Dr. Drew, you ought to hear him play drums. You ought to hear him play drums. I'm serious.
Not sing, though. Don't never do that.